Hello, welcome to the Searchlight podcast. We are talking about a tale of journey, love, and wisdom in today's episode. Once upon a time, in a town surrounded by beautiful hills, three girls, Lina, Mona, and Rina, formed a friendship as deep as the roots of a big oak. They had a common dream since they were able to dream, to travel to distant regions beyond the horizon, where adventures waited like whispers in the wind. Their dreams, however, met with their families' barriers of tradition and fear. Forbidden from leaving the protection of their community, the girls made a vow to pursue higher education in a distant city, where the lure of freedom promised to satisfy their longings. However, the realities of academic life kept them confined to the rigid walls of the girls' hostel, where restrictions destroyed their aspirations and dreams. One fateful night, as they looked out their window at the moon spreading silvery shadows across the city streets, a bold idea struck them. Ignoring reason's warnings and the echoes of their conscience, they packed their bags, leaped the walls, and set out on a trip carried by youthful innocence and boundless ambition. Their journey started off with laughing and enthusiasm, but as they went farther into the unknown, they became lost in a maze of strange faces and surroundings, and eventually became lost in uncertainty. The first hints of trouble arose when they reached a vast, expansive woodland that seemed to go on forever in all directions. The routes were curved and dangerous, and their initial delight turned to confusion and anxiety. The high shade of trees shut out the sun, and the forest's creepy calm was occasionally disturbed by the distant howls of invisible creatures. Their mobile phones, which they had relied on for navigation, quickly lost signal. Their devices were rendered worthless due to the dense forest and remote location. As the days turned into weeks, the weight of their decision became a crushing burden. Their supplies reduced, and their clothes were ragged and soiled. The nights were cold and filled with the sounds of nighttime creatures, heightening their fear. They came across small communities where the residents spoke unusual languages and appeared nervous of strangers. Instead of delivering support, each interaction served as a reminder of how far they had traveled and how little they knew about the world they had ventured into. In this moment of anguish, memories of home returned to them. They recalled the warm comfort of their living rooms, the aroma of their mother's cooking, and the comforting sounds of their family's laughter. In the middle of their misery, a beacon of hope appeared in the distance. It was at this point that they met Ben, a strange and kind-hearted traveler who seemed to understand the seriousness of their situation. Ben was a seasoned traveler, his eyes full of the wisdom of many adventures. Seeing the three girls' sorrow, he offered them guidance and promised to help them find their way back home. Lina, Mona, and Rina were grateful and hopeful as they placed their trust in Ben. They moved determinedly through the unfamiliar landscape under Ben's leadership. As they traveled together, Ben told the girls stories about his own journeys, each one full of nuggets of wisdom that struck a chord with them. He taught them great truths. Ben's presence provided stability, and his experience served as a guiding light, removing their worries and concerns. After a long and difficult journey, they arrived on the outskirts of their town. Lina, Mona, and Rina prepared to face their families with aching hearts and bent heads of repentance. Ben, being the kind soul, encouraged them and reminded them that real love will always find a way to forgive. When they arrived to their hometown, they were greeted with warm arms and heartfelt embraces, rather than rebuke or criticism. Lina, Mona, and Rina discovered the calm and belonging they had been looking for in their family's warm embraces. Even though their trip had been difficult and painful, they emerged from the shadows of their mistakes wiser and stronger than before. In the end, it was the enduring love of family and timeless knowledge that mattered more than the distant locations they explored. Ben, having done his part, gently slipped away, leaving behind a letter reminding the girls of the importance of wisdom and courage. Through the journey of Lina, Mona, and Rina, with the help of their guardian Ben, we learn the invaluable lesson that true fulfillment lies not in the pursuit of distant adventures, but in the embrace of those who love us unconditionally. As we wrap up this episode, always remember, whoever listens to a warning that gives life will be at home among those who are wise.